All right, everybody, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Let's do it.
Okay, so today we're tackling a topic that's honestly kind of hard to wrap your head around at first.
Yeah, I think we can all agree it can feel like learning a whole new language sometimes.
NFTs.
NFTs, exactly.
I feel like I see them everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
All over the news, people are buying and selling them for crazy amounts of money. But when I try to explain to somebody like my mom what an NFT actually is,
Yeah.
I kind of get tongue-tied. So luckily, we have this awesome guide, a guide to understanding NFTs to help us out today.
Perfect. We'll unpack all the jargon.
Yeah, we'll translate into plain English.
Exactly.
By the end of this deep dive, I promise you, you will not only understand what NFTs are, but you'll also get why they're causing such a stir.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe even what the future holds for them. Because I think that's what's really fascinating here.
Absolutely. You see headlines, NFT artwork sells for millions. So I think we all kind of get that there's money involved, but it's like, what's the big deal? Why is this different?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, are they just a fad? Are they here to stay?
Right.
What's the actual potential? So maybe a good place to start is just like the very basics. What exactly is an NFT?
Okay, so in the simplest terms, an NFT is basically a digital token. It's a unique token that represents ownership of something. It's kind of like a digital deed. But here's the key. It's recorded on something called a blockchain.
Okay, well, blockchain. Let's pause there for a sec. That word gets thrown around a lot.
Yeah, it can be confusing. So basically, a blockchain is like a giant digital ledger. It's a way to record transactions in a secure, transparent way. So every time an NFT is created or traded, it's recorded on this blockchain. And because the blockchain is distributed across a network of computers, it's incredibly difficult to tamper with. It's super secure.
Okay, so it's like a permanent record.
A permanent record, exactly.
So that means that when you own an NFT, you have proof that you own that specific unique thing.
Yes, you have proof, which is why you can't just right-click save the image.
And be like, oh, I have that NFT now.
Right, exactly. It's like owning the original Mona Lisa versus having a print of it.
Right, and that gets to the non-fungible part, right?
Exactly. So non-fungible just means that it's one of a kind. It can't be replaced with something else. Like a dollar bill is fungible. You can trade one for another. It doesn't matter which one you have.
Right, a dollar's a dollar.
Exactly. But an NFT, each one is unique and has its own distinct value.
Okay, so that makes sense for like digital art.
Right.
Right. You buy an NFT, you own the original version of that digital artwork. But what else can NFTs represent? Because I know it's way more than just art these days.
Oh, it's so much more. Think about music. Imagine your favorite musician releases their new album as NFTs. Each NFT could represent a unique song, or even give you access to exclusive content.
Yeah.
Or think about virtual worlds like the metaverse.
Yeah.
People are buying virtual real estate in these online worlds, and guess what?
It's all NFTs.
It's all represented by NFTs. You can buy a plot of land, build a virtual house, and then sell it to someone else, all through NFTs. It's like a whole new digital economy is springing up.
I mean, that is wild. It's like we're blurring the lines between what we own in the physical world and what we can own in the digital world.
Absolutely. And that's part of the reason why people are so excited about NFTs. It's like this whole new way of thinking about ownership and value in the digital age.
It's interesting because I see both sides. Like, on one hand, I totally get the appeal. Like, especially for artists and creators.
Right.
It gives them a way to directly connect with their fans. They can sell their work without going through a middleman.
Exactly. They can build in royalties, so every time their work is resold,
They get a cut.
they make money.
Yeah.
It's revolutionary.
But then I also think about the potential downsides, like all the energy consumption, right?
Right.
You know, some blockchains use a lot of energy, which isn't great for the environment.
Yeah, that's a real concern, and it's something to be aware of. But the good news is that there are newer blockchains being developed that are much more energy efficient.
Okay, so there are more sustainable options out there.
Yeah, like some blockchains use a proof of stake model, which requires way less energy than the older proof of work models. So it's definitely something to research before you jump into any NFT project.
Right, you don't want to just blindly buy into something without understanding the tech behind it.
Exactly. And honestly, even if you're not interested in buying NFTs, I think it's important to understand what they are and how they work.
Yeah.
Because they are changing the way we think about ownership, value, and even creativity.
I mean, it's kind of hard to ignore. Yeah, they're everywhere.
Right.
So just to recap, NFTs are these unique digital tokens that prove you own something digital. It could be art, music, virtual real estate, really anything.
Anything. And they're recorded on this secure ledger called a blockchain.
So they can't be copied or counterfeited.
Exactly. They're one of a kind. And yeah, there are some risks to be aware of.
Like scams, market volatility.
Right, all that stuff. But there's also so much potential. I mean, who knows what the future holds for NFTs?
I don't know, but it's exciting. I think the real question is,
Yeah.
how do you think NFTs will impact your life going forward?
Ooh, good question.
There's something for you to think about.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Thanks for listening.
See ya.
All right, everybody, welcome